Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Jackson looking to throw on third. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 46 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say, they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Set to return it. Here's Moore. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the sackmaster, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson being chased out left. He's going deep for Brown. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And the Cardinals are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback rolling left and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Going deep for Hopkins. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones. Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson, rolling to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there. Justin Tucker, the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Moore now on the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Going deep for Hopkins. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Here's a throw off the scramble, and that's complete out left. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, 59 yards. And the Cardinals cut into that lead.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the...
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Golden. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. And my goodness, another interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Finding room at the 30. And he's got some space here. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devontae Freeman, 83 yards. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
They'll try and run with Freeman. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the two-point conversion for good measure. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Moore now to return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want it. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 35. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Coming up on 2nd and 7. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens add on. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Set to return it. Here's Moore. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Murray has the first down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run. Devontae Freeman. A little track jump. Freeman with a fast feet, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. More now on the return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
The first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Murray now to throw. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Flush to his right. Oh, fancy run. And he spins past him and into space. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Flushed out right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on 2nd and less than a yard. Murray now. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cardinals claw one back. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Cliff Kingsbury going to decide here to leave the offense out and go for 2. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. Steps away to his left. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll maneuver his his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 71 yards. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Moore now to return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Now Murray. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink. Moment of truth, credit check, you not approved. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves. Look, salute when you see me. Slid through all the commotion, it's breaking news, they got an ad on TV. Popping out on them, I'm politicking, probably in a section where you not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted, playing all goal, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me. I bought her a CC and that was her purse. Disgusting with do for a purse. Disgusting with do for the clout. I'm one of the realest. The real ones could vouch. They thought I was done, but all I doubt. You gotta pay my next around. Salute when you see me. Put in the car to my runner gets you speedy. Still thugging like the